How's everyone doing? This is Memlo, and I'm going to be reviewing a threes game from Up on February 22nd. This was a while ago. We've definitely improved quite a bit, but there are some simple fundamental mistakes that we make, and I want to go over those. So Kenny's the C player in this example for the team play document. He was upfield, and he's coming back. We've got me behind Levy in the rotation, so we basically have the 2-1 already going. Levy's A, he's on the ball. I'm back post, so I'm B. I'm not exactly back post yet, but for the purposes of this, I am. And if we look at where blue is located, we've got 2 of them on this side of the field, and the third rotating way back, looking for a boost or something. So we've got the 2 on this side of the field, and of the 2 that are going to compete for this ball, Gio's basically passed it already. So who's up next is Doc. Kenny demos that, and that gives us a really excellent opportunity here, because no matter how Gio hits that, there's no way the last guy back is going to be able to get there. So Kenny, as the C-man, is now still the C-man. He's the furthest away from the ball still, but he's now made a play away from the ball that is more important than what Levy or I was doing with the ball at the time. So now Levy and I get the chance to break out of the zone. So let's analyze what happens here. It starts off with me contending a 50-50 here. So I know I have to contend this, so I hit a 50-50. I win it 100%, but it goes mid, and I don't have a second challenge on it, so I back off. That gives Kenny and Levy a chance. This is my first chance back at the ball, and I didn't do anything with it. Again, I'm still behind the ball, so best opportunity there for me to go for it. Let's look at this from Levy's perspective. I'm not sure why he was following me there. Okay, so Levy, you're shortchanging your rotation right here. That's exactly what happens. Where are you heading? You're heading right back into the middle of the net. What I need you to do is go back post and circle into that C position behind Kenny. Either that or you need to be upfield. Those are your options. Instead, ends up in a 50-50. Now you two are competing for whatever head-on attack this is. You're both going for the ball again, and here you're chasing. Shitty position in front of the net. Got Levy swinging at you. Yeah, you're probably right to go for that. And you immediately look for boost. No boost reader in this replay, unfortunately. When we get beat out, it goes far post and goes in. It happens. So we're starting down 1 goal. Mostly from shortchanging that rotation. See, I like this. After the kickoff immediately, we're already spread out in a good position for the ball to go any direction. Levy chooses this time to hit it across to Kenny. Maybe not exactly how Levy wanted to hit it. Maybe not exactly how Kenny wants to receive it. But the position is there. And we've got blue, for the most part, right after the kickoff on retreat, which is great. So let's actually break this down a little bit. So Kenny's on kickoff, and he pretty much stalls it along that midline. He gets locked up with the guy, but instead of following the ball, Kenny's going to go far side boost, which, even though in the replay it hasn't loaded, it's there. Levy knows he's first. He contends a 50-50 against 2 people and wins it handily because he has a lot of momentum coming at that ball. I fall back, even though I cheated up, to hold more of a net position. Ball kicks across to Kenny, and he gets into their zone. So let's watch this from the Blues' perspective. You got Gio locked up, and then you have 2 blue players contending for the exact same ball. Both of them immediately not in the play anymore as soon as Levy gets contact with the ball. So that leaves Gio in the back picking up these little boosts, and all 3 of them are on that little bit of the field right there. Now they're still in a good line, good separation between each other, and they're going to want to be tight on defense, but we've got the advantage. We got momentum and boost over them. So let's see how it plays out. Kenny throws it long into the wall. They get a smart demo on Levy to get him out of the play. I come rushing in, knowing Levy's dead, to keep the ball in the zone. Levy also keeping the ball in the zone. Actually takes a pretty good shot right here. Oh, and it goes in. So just happened to catch them very soon after the kickoff with low boost and not a good position. And Levy, after he gets demoed, smartly puts that ball back in play quickly. I see Kenny. I can chip it over the defender. Beat 2 defenders, but I have no one following me for anything. So that's problematic. Like, okay. You see, you're waiting for the pass. The pass is not for you. You're not hitting this. This wasn't the right play. You either need to fall back and get boost or go up earlier. Even if you can't get the shot, it doesn't really matter. I think Levy's going to clear it. He doesn't, so I get in position to defend. I can move up the field because he beat all the defenders. I have to fall back almost immediately because I'm the last man back, and I can't contend anything. So I would be able to contend something if Kenny went mid-boost there. Instead, now I've got Kenny still upfield corner boost. Still fine. Just this is why I have to stay back. Levy unfortunately gets demoed. I get a decent 50-50 win into the far corner. Get another demo, this time on Kenny. So weird spawn position. We luck out a little bit there. It looks like a chance to break upfield. There's no immediate threat, so you can see that Kenny's upfield after his play, and I use this opportunity to steal a boost. So let's talk about this stealing a boost for a second. I could wait in goal and be low boost. And I would just be sitting here, looking out of the ball, looking out of the play, waiting for whatever's going to happen next. And Doc and Noxide and Geo are going to have position on the next shot, potentially. Levy's still probably low boost, so what does he have in options? So after this play, alright, I see where the ball's going, and I know I've got Levy in a defensive spot. There is no shooter. The ball is at the wall. So what are they going to do? They're going to try and pinch it back around at the goal. But if you look, Doc's at midfield, breaking back. Noxide's going for the ball to try and pinch that, but he's got no shooter. Doc's breaking back. Geo's on our walls. So there's no harm in me going to this mid boost and stealing it. Levy has to contend with Noxide. Noxide does nothing with it. It pops back into the middle. And now we're going to have a potential shot from Doc. Levy's pretty much ready for that shot from Doc, and it doesn't even happen. Now Geo hits the ball over him, and we've got myself and Kenny in a decent position to counterattack this. And if you look at it, now we've got 3 players against just Geo. Both Doc and Noxide are out of this play, and that mid boost is no longer there. So where are they going to get boosts on their way back? They have to pick up pennies, or they have to fight for the corner boost. Noxide gets that corner boost, and we unfortunately lose the opportunity to score, but it's an amazing 3-on-1 situation. I go for the contend. I beat him with the dribble, but I missed the flick. That's what happens. Okay, so this is on me for not finishing my own shot. Kenny maybe bailing back a little bit early. Memlo's going for the dribble. Just wait. Just wait right about here. Levy's in support position behind you to the left. Geo's got to clear it across his net. And if Geo doesn't clear it across his net, then somebody else is going to clear it to that left wall, in which Levy should be positioned decently for. So, force Geo to make a stupid play. Maybe contend on Geo. That's alright. Not a big deal. Because you didn't aggress forward, you have decent boosts in your back. Unfortunately, both of you think that it's a good idea to go for this. So Levy, instead of contending on the wall like you probably should have, you grab boost and fall back because they were low boost in their zone. So this guy does not get the clear he wants. You know that you can swoop in, and both of you decide to swoop in. So that's just a little bit of communication breakdown. We got to talk about who's going to get that ball. So this ball goes into the wall. Which is not dangerous at all. I don't know why I am cheating into this play. So I waited back post to see what was going to happen, and then I go to help out with the clear. Doesn't quite work out, so I read that I need to back off and block them on the corner. Again, they've got 2 players in this corner, and they've got 1 in our net. Again, we've got somebody kind of waiting back post, Levy, and we've got somebody upfield, Kenny, after Kenny had just missed that. Which, by the way, if you watch the pros play, if somebody misses the ball and they keep moving upfield, a lot of times that ball ends up back with them. And if it doesn't, then they just kind of circle back into the play after they steal some boosts or get some bumps. So I get the clear. Kenny's got plenty of boost, plenty of momentum, and he's able to follow onto this ball and get a wide open shot. Great play by him for that. Good position by all of us. Your kickoff. Good. That's fine. You go for it. Hey, look at this. I don't need to get the ball because Kenny's there. Let me grab this boost. Awesome. So where do you go next? What's happening here? So I'm reading wall, and I've got Kenny upfield. So all you're doing by coming across the field like this is putting all three of us into one side of the field where we can all get beat. There's no reason to be coming across the field like this. So if I've called it, which maybe I screw it up or something, then you need to be far side for the next play. Instead, you have both boosts and are now hitting it. So what could you have done had you grabbed both those boosts like you did? Why are we going for this? This gets us nothing. You grab the boost, and instead of turning into the wall, where that would have been better to hit this ball, you turned into the field. So you turned left instead of turning right into the wall. You could have rode up the wall and then cleared this long, which is what I think you were trying to do initially, but the ball's moving way too quickly for that. Get the boost, turn infield. Just bring this back to our corner. That's the safest play you have, is bring this back to our corner, and let's just reset. Get set up again. And then this hit puts it even closer in front of our net. You're trying to recover for your mistakes, and it's just throwing us out of whack even more. Yeah, I'm ready to clear that ball. Literally ready to clear it. I've waited for it to hit the wall. I know I'm the next hit on it. I'm about to clear it out the field. Kenny has to recover something miraculous, and I find you upfield. It's amazing that we came out with a goal with this, but it could have been a lot smoother. Kenny back post. He's able to read that nobody else has this but him. Gets a high touch. And they just turned. They were too tight, and I was able to get a good pass to Levy. Which, great shot. Amazing placement. But before that, rough. Just gotta watch those rotations and positioning. It's all about that teamwork. So before they got beat on this basically exact same play, alright, so ball is going along the midline. We just saw them deal with this, and we've got Levy moving up and Kenny moving across. Now last time they had two guys get beat because they both went for that ball. Looks like a bit better communication here, or you guys saw each other and were able to decide who was going for the ball and who wasn't. Now, with Levy going full speed and having that much momentum, probably good call on Kenny not to be going for this. So, good job, guys. Grab the penny. Okay, so you want boost, grab the penny that's in front of you to the right, grab the penny that's in front of you between you and Knockside, and grab the next two pennies between the post and that corner boost, and that will turn you back towards the ball and have the penny in front of you, the penny that you just picked up, so that's 12, 24. The penny in front of you is not there, so let's just say 12. The penny in between you and Knockside is 24. The next one over to the right is 36, and the one between the post and the boost, or the big boost, is 36 plus 12, 48. So you spin back post, and you're already at half boost. Instead, you spin center line goal boost, and that's only 12. And then you turn outfield and react to this play. So you would be at 50 boost at the back post, ready to hit this ball as hard as you want if you were any other position. Now this is kind of smart. You wait for the shot, and as you know that it's going wide, you collect it and make sure that it's going to the corner. Fortunately, I didn't know your plans of leaving the corner boost, and I used that opportunity to get that from you. So your low boost and moving upfield. Sitting by that back post, being patient is great. Swinging that midline's not. Alright, so Kenny into the corner. This guy gets a wild shot. Levy smartly puts it wide. He moves upfield with it. Now, Kenny, knowing that he was that C-man farthest away from the ball, if we watch Kenny, he leaks up the field. He gets the mid boost. He knows Levy and I are back, and that we have potential to do something. And if we don't, it'll be very obvious to him, and he can recover back and be at that back post. There's no one really contending, so he knows that Levy's either going to be looking for him at the pass, but since Levy put a touch on the ball, it's probably going to be difficult for him to get it that far upfield. So Kenny does something else and decides to demo that goalie, which is great. So there we got two options. We had Kenny looking to clear the ball into their net, and we had Levy looking to control the ball. Neither play really the wrong one. It's just all about that communication. And it looks like here Kenny realizes that Levy's got the ball, and he just goes to move upfield with him. Now, this is where Kenny needs to tell me, I'm going to stay with the ball, and I'm going to get the fuck out of the play, and I can kind of rotate out of the play. Now, naturally, Kenny's just kind of spinning midfield, grabbing pennies, and I'm waiting for the wall clear at midfield. So already we've got an ABC kind of positioning. It's pretty good here. A being on the ball, B being Kenny, ready to jump in on the opportunity, and C being me, the furthest back in the rotation. Now, this changes. I don't have to go to B. I go from C to A here as the ball is cleared towards me. This makes Kenny B, but he is last man back, and Levy is player C, furthest away from the ball. What he needs to be doing is stealing their boost, bumping the goalie, or deciding whether or not he needs to get back to support Kenny, depending on my hit or lack thereof. And smartly so, Kenny moves in to become A-man. Levy sees that Memlo fucking whiffed another aerial, so he jumps back, and now Levy, you are last man back. Now, I think you're getting glued to this ball a little bit too much. If you look at the direction you're heading, you land midfield. There are a plethora of boosts along the whole midfield line. You have the straight down the middle path, or you have the path on the right or the left. I would take, in this case, the far side path, or maybe even grab the mid boost, depending on how fast this ball's coming back. And you can decide that partway through. Now, you decide to go midline, which actually kind of works out for you because that boost popped up just before you flipped over it. So now you've already got 24 boost at least, plus whatever you were left with. Let's just assume 24. Kenny goes for this. It goes to the wall. Kenny still has the most control over this. It went wall, yes, but there's no reason you should be cutting over this soon. You should be focusing on getting boost and getting position. If you hit this ball right now, you're putting it into our corner. If you hit this ball after you collect 2 more boosts and come at it from the goal, you're hitting it into their end of the field. So this is too soon of a turn and too soon of a challenge here. This is going to be risky because that ball is going to bounce up and give them an option of clearing it into our zone. Luckily, it looks like I bumped Gio. Yeah. Gio probably would have had you beat here going up that wall. I bumped him and got the boost, so we got a little bit lucky there. Alright, so this is me doing basically the exact same thing Levy did. This is pretty cool, though. So the synchronous jumps from Kenny and I on our way back. So this play doesn't quite work out how I think it's going to. So even though I've grabbed the boost, I know that I need to get back quickly. And we do synchronized flips back. Now, this is probably bad on me, but I do set up decently to support Kenny and be the B-man, while Levy is C-man back. So it kind of worked out, but there's no reason I should have followed the ball that far. And this is where we are doing the thing that I love about our play style. We're stealing those mid boosts, and we're clearing the ball into their zone. And we're going left to right, firing shots and making tough plays for them, where they have to save it up into their back wall. If you notice, after every hit that we're hitting, as soon as they get a hit on it, it's going either to the corner or off their back wall. First chance for them to break out right here. Amazing that they didn't score that, but they needed 2 in there. They needed 2 more goals at the end of the game in order to tie it up, so that wasn't a risky play at all. That was the review for that game. Obviously not the best editing I've ever done, but you can kind of see how that broke down, and we'll go over some more things later. This is Memlo, and that was a review of Up Playing.